Okay, my lone wolves, my rebels, my outcasts, my black sheep, my collective. I was getting ready. I do want to go out today. Today is November 2nd. I do have a few graves I need to visit. Um, I don't know how familiar you guys are con el Día de los Muertos, this Mexican tradition, and I'm sure a lot of cultures out there have them too as well. Um, that today um, es el Día de los Muertos. Yesterday was el Día de los Angelitos for those babies that passed away, mine included. Um, so I wasn't planning on doing videos yesterday or today. It just kind of happened that way. And when I was getting ready for the day, I started getting a lot of downloads. I started getting downloads talking about how you've shifted, how your perspective shifted, and how you passed a certain test. Um, this was more like a mental battle. If this resonates for you, this message is going to be for you. So, if you guys were going through a mental battle where you didn't know which direction to take, you guys isolated, you stay still, you allowed the universe to kind of drift you in the direction that needed, you paid attention to the signs, to the synchronicities, to people's body language, to their energy, not just their words. You were paying attention to the patterns, to your feelings, to literally everything as you should. And because of this, it seems that you passed a certain test that you didn't before, 0202. This test was something that I feel like you were about to fail, or because they manifested you in, whether it was into this job, into this relationship, into this new family, into whatever it was. I feel that because you allowed the universe to show you, to guide you, you prove to yourself that you are ready, you are listening, you are tapped in, you are divine, you are not in question where you stand, regardless of other people's perceptions or perspectives or their own personal opinions or whatever it is that they tried to put on you to stop you. You overcame everything. I feel that your glow up, your beauty, your worth ethnic, um, something that is triggering a lot of people, making them feel very insecure, very unsafe in the energy that they stand. This is because you're there to kind of motivate them to heal certain aspects of them. You already know this. I feel like now that you are trusted with bigger responsibilities, harder energies to deal with, energies. I feel these energies are also in their own way divine, and I just got a message from TikTok. I feel like these energies, these peoples, these souls, like these environments, they all have or had at one point a light to them. And with time, this light got lost. They got either confused, they lost themselves in the world, in their own chaos, in 421, in their own hell that they created for themselves. And I feel that you are being brought into their lives. This could be a new energy or current energy that's already in your energy, if that makes sense. Like, oh my God, 444. Like, oh my God, there's just a lot of energy here. And all of this energy that is kind of like mixing, you're alchemizing all of this. You're not just there for a coincidence like people think that you are. Like everything is 0505 is strategically planned. Universe, God, source, your spirit team, your ancestors, everybody is collaborating with you for you. And I feel that because of the progress you have made, and I'm not gonna lie, it feels like you were not supposed to come this far in this lifetime. Not yet. Something happened within this lifetime recently, a few years ago, that really shook things up for you. It made you be in a state of awareness that you have not been in previous lives. If you do not believe in past lives and reincarnation, then this section doesn't apply. Let it fly, let it go, 555, whatever. But what it feels like, it's like in past lives, not just the one that you came from. And I know I have to be careful with what I say. Um, you did go through all this death, all this rebirth, all this jail time, all this health, all paying all that karma. But because you refused, I don't, I just got a message. You refuse to grow from that. And I feel like an ego or you being stubborn, it kept you in this state of mind, in this energy, in this never-ending loop. But somehow in this lifetime you had enough. You had enough of these repeated cycles, and the universe was not expecting you to wake up now. I think the universe was giving you a few more lifetimes to kind of get it right. But no, you exceeded expectations, and I feel like you took your own mask off. You took your own mask off that you had placed 0707 lifetimes before that. The mask that the world placed on you, the mask that you put on yourself to feel safe, to feel comfortable, to protect yourself. It doesn't matter what type of mask you used or your reasons to do it. We all have our own. And in that point in time, I understand you. I get it. I see you, baby. I love you. You learn from that. You cannot punish yourself for past lives, for past mistakes, for everything anymore, because all of these things that are going to resurface with the people that are going to be in your energy, if they're not here yet, it's gonna be kind of like that, the energy you healed from. You're gonna be able to see yourself through somebody else's eyes, through your new perspective. You're going to be allowed to see your old 0808, the old version of who you used to be, and be able to help them and inspire them without really saying or doing anything. You don't have to intervene with their life. You don't have to talk to them or preach to them or overdo with them. All you have to do is lead by example with your authenticity, with your truth, with, and I feel like they're trying to stop me from speaking this, from telling you this, because a lot of you guys do have to decipher your own paths and certain tests. So it's not supposed to be that easy, which I'm kind of making it a little bit. And I feel like this message might go in one ear and out the other for some people that might need it. For some people that might not be there yet, where they're like, I haven't received a glow up. I haven't seen anything. Maybe I'm the one that's getting triggered. Maybe I'm the one that's going through these tests. And maybe I'm the one that's being envious and jealous and whatever. If you acknowledge all those things within yourself, baby boo, then you crossed over. You healed those things. You acknowledged that those things lived within you at one point in time. You acknowledged that that darkness did exist. You're not hiding it. You're not covering it up. You are not lying about it. You are being truth to yourself, and that's the only person you need to be truthful with, is yourself. You don't need other people to believe in you. You don't need other people's accountability or There are apologies. You don't need anything from anybody. Everything you need is within yourself. Everything you desire is already coming to you, to this timeline, to this lifetime, to your version 1010 of what new is and what new things you deserve, new experiences, new vibes, new everything. And I hear the sirens. I feel like you are in this throne where you're able to give people your energy without feeling scared. And this is not going to be for everybody. This is going to be for a selected few of you, because there is a lot of people who do not know how to protect their energy. Therefore, they allow other beings, other souls, other people to just take. And the more they take, it's like the more drained they feel, the more tired they get, the more annoyed and frustrated, and they get caught up absorbing all of this negativity from other people. Obviously, as empaths, this is not 1122 is not recommended for you guys until you've mastered that throne that I'm speaking of. And if you think you've mastered to sit in the throne where you allow people to touch you, or you're the one that's touching to heal people, that you would know that your energy is so potent, so strong, that 1144, and you are so divinely protected. You are one with your team. There is an unbreakable connection, 1155, with your team. Then you are the ones that are being sent in to heal these broken souls, to keep that barrier from these souls crossing over to our empaths, to the younger souls, to people who are barely learning everything and anything about energy, about themselves, people who are barely crossing over to the healer side or to the lighter side, coming from the dark, people who are in and out. You know, you're basically like the DEA. Like, you are basically like somebody very important. And maybe you guys are watching me and you guys are tripped out, whatever. I love you all the same, regardless of where you come from, what perspectives you guys have. If you guys are watching me still, including my stalkers, baby, I love you. And I'm sorry that you don't understand what love is, that you confuse it with obsession and hatred, and you confuse it with all these things that you were taught. 1313. A lot of people do not have a healthy role model when it comes to the love department. However, that's why a lot of us were strategically placed into these families to break those 333 generational curses, and to break those cycles with our generations to come, with our children, with our grandchildren, with everybody. I know we are not perfect, and we have never claimed to be. We have loved our imperfections, and that's what people can't stand, because they do not understand why we love each other if we're so unperfect. But we know how imperfect we are. We were reminded of that every day from childhood until now. Like, dude, we have been reminded how bad and dark we are. 1414. How lethal we could have been, have been, could be. How 421, how lost we were, are, and could be. But the thing is that you're not the universe. The universe that lives within us talks to us in a different frequency, in a different way. And they understand us not through the eyes, 444, not through this avatar. The avatar you decorate, the avatar you created before coming here, the avatar you live in. All these imperfections that people make fun of you for, all the imperfections that people criticize you and obsess about, is everything that makes you you. And that is what the universe intended for us, that we can love ourselves in an imperfect 15-15 way and show the world what that looks like, and show the world how we can continue to grow and evolve and glow up and level up and do and undo and redo and construct and tear apart. You have the ability to be and create anything in your own reality. And that's what people are trying to stop. That's what people have tried to stop since a younger age to now. All of the changes that you went through, 555, all of the glow ups, they tried to take that from you. Every single time you leveled up, people that got triggered tried to take that shine from you, tried to take that happiness from you, tried to take your energy from you, leaving you with nothing. And this is where the universe brought you, 1616, to this point in time, to watch my videos. For some odd reason, I had something to say to you, which is that you are very important to this universe. Your purpose, your mission is very important to the whole world. You might not think that you're destined for greatness, probably because of where you came from, where you are at, but everybody starts somewhere. Everybody starts to rewire somewhere. Everybody had to fall to the depths of hell in whatever area you fell at, with whomever you chose to cross these fires with or without. You are destined for greatness. You are destined to be an inspiration, 1717, to a lot of people who didn't believe what you believed at one point in time. And maybe those beliefs are starting to resurface and you're starting to maybe consider them again. And this is your sign. Believe them. It doesn't matter how big your dreams were, how crazy they were to other people. And I've been hearing this a lot. The only reason they try to stop you, the only reason they think that your dreams are so big or so crazy is because they cannot do what you can. They cannot accomplish what you have. Your path was destined for those type of dreams, for those type of visions, for that type of style, for that type of out of the box thinking. You, baby, you are somebody 1818 that the universe was waiting to bring into this world in this point in time, with all those hard tests and all. Because all of those hard tests are your testimony. They are the path and the collective that you are helping. You're going to help them see that they can, and they will. We, as a collective, are here to raise and wake people up. Why? Because a lot of the things do not apply to you. They do not apply to us. A lot of this yin-yang type of energy lives within us. Somebody else does not have to come into our lives to complete that balance. That balance already lives within you. It is you. You are that balance. You are those teachings. You are that love. You are that change. You are that beginning of a new era. You are that beginning of a new legacy. You are that beginning of new money. You are that beginning of a new way of thinking. You are the beginning. As above, so below. That is you. I need you to wake up. If you're still watching me, I need you to stop. I need you to stop and go focus on yourself for a good period of time. I need you to put that phone away. I need you to get out there in nature. Connect with the trees, connect with the flowers, connect with the ocean, connect with the air, connect with the sky, connect with your God, your universe, your source, 2020, your higher self. Connect with your team. Because those changes are about to happen and they need you ready. And whatever negativity had been dragging you down from past lives and the past version of who you were, that's where it ended. That past version of who you were took all of those curses, took all of those troubles, all of that trauma. Do not allow them back in. All of that trauma, all that way of thinking, all of those teachings live in here, but not here. In here, we leave room for what matters, and they do not want me to say this because they do not want you moving forward. They do not want you to be the change. You, 2121, you are bringing so much change that the energies that you left behind are going to suffer, and they're going to have to pay their karmas. Some of them have been paying their karma, but their worst karma is to see you succeed. You, baby. You. The one that they took from. The one that they said was not enough. The one that they said could not make it. The one that they said could not change. You, the one that said God would never speak to you or favor you or love you, that God would turn its back on you or her back on you, whomever God is to you, the universe, higher source, whomever you believe in, including your own ancestors. They tried to put your ancestors against you, baby boo. Do you understand what they have done? Do you understand the trouble that they're in? 2222. They try to send demons and gods, goddesses against you. The same gods, goddess, demons, angels, protectors, guardians that watch over you. Got another message confirmation. Well, 2 messages. 2244. There's just so much confirmation right now in the air.